Have you ever stopped to wonder if, without even realizing it, you're standing in your own way, or worse, surrounding yourself with people who are quietly pulling you down? In today's video, we're breaking down 6 undeniable signs of a foolish person, as revealed through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. By the end, you might feel a little uncomfortable, but you'll walk away with powerful insights to reshape your mindset and maybe even your life. The Stoic philosophers of over 2,000 years ago were fixated on one thing: living a life of virtue, reason, and wisdom. To them, wisdom wasn't about collecting facts or sounding intelligent, it was about mastering oneself and understanding the world. But foolishness, that was the ultimate adversary, not because of a lack of education, but because of a mindset, a set of behaviors and attitudes that lead straight to ruin. The great Stoic thinker Epictetus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." So let's dive in. Sign number 1. They refuse to listen or learn. A foolish person is like a locked door. They hear words, but they don't actually listen. They reject new ideas, too proud to admit they don't know everything. I once wrote in my journal, "If anyone can show me my error, I will gladly change my ways, for the truth is my only concern." Now contrast that with someone who clings stubbornly to ignorance just to protect their fragile ego. Frustrating, isn't it? Moving on to sign number 2, they are easily offended. Have you ever noticed how some people react to the slightest criticism with outrage or hostility? That's a glaring mark of foolishness. The Stoic philosopher Seneca believed that anger is a weakness. He wrote, "A man's greatness lies in his ability to endure insults without resentment." Fools, however, take everything personally. They fail to see that criticism, when given in good faith, is actually a gift, a tool for growth. Instead, they lash out, destroying relationships and shutting down opportunities. And if you've ever had to deal with someone like this, you already know how exhausting it can be. Sign number 3. They chase pleasure above all else. The third sign? They're slaves to their impulses. Fools prioritize temporary pleasure over lasting fulfillment. Seneca warned about this, saying, "And the fool's life is empty of gratitude and full of fears. Its course lies wholly toward the future." Overeating, overspending, chasing toxic relationships. These people are always looking for the next high, never realizing that true happiness comes from self-discipline and aligning one's actions with one's values. And there are 3 contingencies that have helped me align my values alongside my actions. A. I tell the truth. B. I made a deal with myself to not do things that I hate, which is a variant of telling the truth because I have to act out the truth as well as tell it. And C. I also have to act in a way where I can tell the truth about how I'm acting, which relates back full circle to A and B, which segues into sign number 4. They blame others for their problems. Fools are masters of excuses. If something goes wrong, it's never their fault. Epictetus exposed this mindset, saying, "A man is not disturbed by things but by the view he takes of them." Wise people take responsibility. They understand that while they can't control everything, they can control how they respond. Fools, on the other hand, they point fingers, wallowing in resentment and self-pity. And if you're around them long enough, they'll pull you down with them. So do not, I repeat, do not try to rescue someone who does not want to be rescued. And be very, very careful about rescuing someone who actually does, which slides us straight into sign number 5. They talk more than they think. Here's a classic trait. Foolish people love the sound of their own voice. They talk endlessly, interrupting others, blurting out opinions without any real thought. But the Stoics, they valued silence. I once wrote in my journal, Better to trip with the feet than the tongue. Words have weight. The wise speak with purpose, but a fool? They're like a leaky faucet. Constant noise, no substance. Even Machine Gun Kelly summed it up in his song, All I Know. All I know is I don't know nothing. All I know is I don't know nothing at all. People talk, but they don't say nothing. All I know is I don't know nothing at all. What a good jam. And honestly, I wish people's egos were humble enough to sing that song out loud, into the crowd. Oh well. Last but certainly not least, coming in at sign number 6, they fear change. Fools cling to the familiar even when it's clearly harmful. But the Stoics taught that life is in constant motion. Epictetus compared life to a game. You can't control the pieces you're given, but you can control how you play them. Fools, however, they're paralyzed by fear. They'd rather stay stuck than face the discomfort of growth. Watching someone sabotage their own potential like this, it's both heartbreaking and maddening. And to close things out, let's do a quick recap. Checkmark, sign number 1. Foolish people refuse to learn. Sign number 2, they're easily offended. Sign number 3, they chase pleasure over purpose. Sign number 4, they blame others. Sign number 5, they talk more than they think. And sign number 6, they fear change. Recognizing these signs in others and in yourself isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Because as the Stoics believed, the path to wisdom begins with understanding your own flaws. And always remember this, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And if this video gave you something to think about, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could use something a little saucy. And of course, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel from the 3 Stoic tiers, Seneca, Epictetus, and me, Marcus Aurelius. Until next time, thanks again for watching. Stay up, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.